Hi, it's Miss Adigan here. I'm here to tell you about 3 different ways that you can make your grid to start your portrait drawing. So the first way is you'll have a blank piece of paper and a flat surface. I'm using just kind of a drawing board, but you can use your sketchbook, just a flat table, anything like that. The easiest way, and I think we've done this in class, is just to take your ruler, if you have a ruler, and line it up as closely as you can to the edge of the paper. So if you line it to the edge of the paper, then you can very lightly draw a line going down. I know you can't really see that, 1 because the ruler is covering it, but 2 because there's some shading in this picture. So that's our first line down. Then all you do is you line this up with the next one. So line this up with the line that you just made, and then draw a straight line going down. And you do that throughout, so just go until you get to the end. Then you're going to turn your paper, and you're going to do the same going in the other direction because we're making boxes. So we'll have our 1, and we'll go down, and we'll draw a line, and then line this up with the line you just made. It's important that your boxes are as perfect as you can make them so that your portrait, when you use this for your grid, is as exact as possible. And then you'll, again, just keep going down the line. So this is option number 1. Let's see if you can see it. So you have your boxes, and they're aligned. Now, of course, your ruler might not be an exact inch, and that's okay. Just use the width of your ruler if this is the method you're going for. So a second method is if you don't have a ruler, what you'll do is you'll just take a regular piece of paper and you'll think about what an inch is. So if you think about this part of your finger, that's about an inch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to measure about an inch in, and then I'm going to fold from here over, and I'm going to align the top as perfectly as possible, and then crisp that line all the way down. So now I have something I can use as an inch ruler. Just keep, I guess what you could do is you could cut this strip off, and then you can use this as your ruler. So let's say you were doing that. You would take this, and I'll show you what I'm doing in a second. I just folded the paper behind it, but this is now your ruler. So what you'll do is you'll, again, line this up with the edge, and make sure it's nice and straight, and very lightly draw your lines because, again, you're going to erase these later. You want to make sure that your grid is as perfect as possible going across. So you're going to do your top and your bottom all the way across to fill the whole entire page with boxes. And your boxes should be, like I said, as perfect as possible and drawn lightly. So again, here you have your boxes, and they're drawn pretty perfectly, as much as you can make it. All right, so that's option number 2. Option number 3 is if you do want to do an inch drawing and you do have a ruler, what you can do is you can measure an inch. So of course on your ruler you'll see that you have your inch marks, so 1, 2, 3, and you'll go down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a tick mark, just a little mark, at 1, at 2, at 3, and I'm going to keep going all the way down. So you'll have these little marks as you go down, 1 inch marks. Then you'll go to the bottom of your page and you will continue to make those marks. So I have 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to keep going down, right? So I have my marks. Then what you're going to do is just align the 2 marks as best as possible. So I'm going to take my top mark and my bottom mark that I see, and I'm going to line them up with the ruler, and then I'm going to draw a faint line right there so I can barely see it. Then move on to your second one. And then you'll do the same to the other side. So you'll go and you'll make your tick marks going down this side of your page just as you did on this side of your page. And in the end, you'll end up with a paper that's filled with boxes. I'll move you on to the second part later, and I'll show you how to transfer your drawing from the boxes that you see on the reference picture to the boxes that you see that you just made on your final drawing paper. Hope everyone's well. Talk to you soon.